Hello and welcome to Eat Good, and I'm your host, Kirly-Sue, and this is the show where you, my followers on social media, request quick and easy to make vegan dishes, and I just answer your requests. So today I'm going to be making tofu balls with a sweet, sticky sauce. This is one that's been requested many times. So first of all, I'm going to put on my gloves because I'm going to crumble the tofu. So obviously for this one, you need tofu to start off with. So I've got some freshly made tofu here, which I'm going to crumble into the bowl first of all. Oh yes, this is some lovely crumbly tofu. Just crumble that in. So this is soft and nice. So this is a type of tofu you want to get, the crumbly tofu, because there's lots of different types of tofu, but this is the crumbly one because this is perfect for what we're going to be doing today. So that's one block and the second block. There we go. Do that and just do that till it kind of looks like scrambled eggs, that sort of look. Yeah. So that's nice and soft. It's almost like therapeutic, you know, when you get those massage balls. It's really nice and crumbly. Now, tofu in itself doesn't have much flavor, so what we're going to do is add flavor to it so it gives us that nice, wonderful taste that we know and love. There you go. So to this, we're going to add some flour, some breadcrumbs, some soy sauce, garlic, some chopped garlic. Just scrape out the garlic to there. And also some onion, medium onion, just chopped up. Let's move those over here. All right. Now for the fun part, we're going to mix it all together. So you just crumble it all in like this. So mix it in with your hands, squeezing it as you go along, because we're doing this because we're going to make it into some ball shapes. So you almost like you're doing a dough. Do it like that. Yes, so here you can see it's coming together nicely. Fabulous. So this is the sort of texture you're looking for when it clumps together like this. Now there. So once it's almost come together like it's almost one ball, then we're ready to roll them out into balls. So you just take an ice cream scoop, scoop up one, press it together in your hands like this. And I have a baking sheet here that's been greased already. Do like that, roll it in a ball and place it on the baking sheet. And then you're going to keep going until you've used up all of the mixture. This is a really good dish to have as a side dish, or if you're having a party, you could put these onto skewers with some other vegetables as well. You can have it as a part of a main course. You can have this, have some gravy and serve it with some kind of rice, cauliflower rice perhaps. You can do that as well. But it's very versatile, and this is kind of giving you the base for what it is that you're going to make with regards to tofu balls. So if you have other flavors you want to add, that's perfectly fine if you do that. So there we go. This makes quite a few. I think we'll get about 10, 15 out of this all together. There. So that's a 4, 5. If you haven't got an ice cream scoop, you're more than welcome to use a tablespoon. In fact, I'll do one with a tablespoon so you can see how you do it if you haven't got an ice cream spoon. So do that. That's 5. So if you haven't got an ice cream scoop, just take a tablespoon like that, sort of clump it onto it and pull it off, add a teeny bit extra and then roll it into a ball. Then clump it like this. Just keep going until it's all used up. And this is quite cost effective as well, because it can feed quite a few people with just the 2 blocks of tofu. And in some countries, tofu is quite inexpensive. Some is a bit more pricey, but in general, tofu is not an expensive item to get. Also, if you make it yourself, because I can make chickpea tofu, and chickpea tofu is quite cheap to make as well. So if you want to, you can just make the chickpea tofu and then go on to make these tofu balls with a sweet sticky sauce. I love the sweet sticky sauce. It's just so flavoursome. Here we go. Some more. Another thing this is good for, if you're experimenting with sandwiches, well, if you slice these in half and then add some sweet chili sauce, that can make a sandwich. Or if you want to put it in a bread roll, just have something different in a sandwich. Because that's something I get asked quite a lot. When you're a vegan, what sort of sandwiches can you have? Because people get bored of the same thing all the time. So there. So now we have 10. I think we can get probably another 5. Well, probably even more. Maybe another 10 out of this. So you see, it goes a long, long way. It's good. And this is lovely fresh tofu that they just got from the market for me for this, which is wonderful. And keep going here. So after I've done all of this, what I'm going to do is mix together a sauce to roll these in and then pop them in the oven for 35 minutes. And then once it comes out, I've got an additional sauce that goes on top once it's been baked, and that's the sweet sticky sauce that goes in on right at the end before serving. And the sweet sticky sauce is also got a sprinkling of sesame seeds in it, which is great because it gives it a nice sheen. Apart from having a nice sheen with the sticky sauce, the sesame seeds, apart from an added health benefit, it also makes it look nice as well, because you want to make it look nice, not just taste nice. There we go. So we've got 15. We might just do 20 out of this altogether, I think, which is great. Because I have some tasters coming in to taste these for me who are new to vegan food and they like to taste lots of things. So this is great. Right, so that's 15, 16. So yeah, so I would say this mixture can make 20 balls. Now with regards to the ice cream scoop, there's different sized ones. You go for the small one. That's the one I've got today. So that's, yep, it's going to be 20 altogether. I think we can get probably 1 more, yeah, 2 more out of this. Actually, it won't be quite 20. We don't want that too small. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, we'll just do 1 small one to finish. And then we're going to make our coating before we pop it into the oven. There it goes. Just give it a good squeeze so it all goes together. And that's it. Right, now to make the coating, we mix together some oil. I've got some coconut oil here. Scrape that all out. Some ketchup. You can use ketchup or suki sauce or sweet chili sauce. Either of those is fine. Got some all-purpose seasoning, some cumin, paprika, soy sauce, and some garlic powder. So you give that a stir. That smells divine. Smells really lovely. So what I'm going to do is just put a teeny bit on top of each one. I do that to make sure each one gets some to start with, and then I'm going to put the balance onto the sheet and then roll them. But I do this to start off with because when I've done it before, sometimes some of them miss and don't get much on it. But if I do it this way, at least I know they start off with getting some of the coating on them. So I'm going to do this and then I'm going to roll it. And when it's baking, it smells so lovely. There we go. Right, so then I'm going to put this along the middle. And then just roll it around like this. Then assist it. Just roll them around. Like that. Make sure they're all coated. There you go. Just have a good look. Make sure you haven't missed any. Give it another shake. Do it both ways. Back and forth, side to side. Almost like a dance, back and forth, side to side. Yeah. There you go. So then spread them out again. Just like that. Right, take my gloves off. So I'm going to pop it into the oven, 170 for 35 minutes. Right, let me put to 35 minutes. Right, check the temperature. Right, 35 minutes. In 35 minutes, we'll be ready to do the coating. So our 35 minutes are up, so let's remove them from the oven. Oh, it smells wonderful. So then now just transfer them to a plate. You have to be careful because they can stick sometimes. So there you go. They smell divine. Oh, yum. They smell good. There you go. You have to be careful because sometimes they can break. So just gently remove them. Bearing in mind, sometimes they can stick a little bit, but apart from that, you'll be fine. Now, to make the sauce. So for the sauce, you're going to need some white vinegar, which is the clear one. Some maple syrup, or you can use agave syrup instead. Either of them is fine. So that helps it to make it sticky. Some ketchup. Put that there. And then some curry paste and some sesame seeds. So you give that a good stir, particularly with the curry paste. You want to make sure that's incorporated well. You don't want any clumps. Stir that around really well. If you've got any lumps, make sure you mix out the lumps. So as you can see, it's a nice sticky sauce. And all you're going to do now is pour that over the balls. that. And as they're ready, put them onto our serving platter, like so. And if you run out of sauce, it's fine, just make some more. So just mix it around in the sauce like that. And place on our serving platter. There you go. So I'm just going to put a few onto the serving platter to start with. Just so that we can serve it. And on the serving platter here, I have a washed and oiled banana leaf, because it looks really nice and presentable when you wash and oil the banana leaf. Put that one there. I'm going to do one more, this one. Just going to use up the rest of the sauce. Right, I'll just move that to the front. And there we have our tofu balls with a sweet, sticky sauce. For more programs like this, go to Hope Channel Southeast Asia or follow on hopetv.asia.
Well, vegan diet I think is very healthy because I have a teacher and yesterday he got just to have like 80 years old birthday. He's vegan for 50 years and he literally looks like 50. And even his beard is not even white. And he's 80 years old now. So I think it's healthy. I'm actually attempted to become vegan because I saw so many people are benefit because of their vegan diet. It's anti-aging and can keep you young and beautiful, healthy. And I believe is actually God's original plan for us to eat plant-based. But personally, I'm still struggling with eggs and cheese because I'm a fan for that. But I'm trying. Maybe one day I'll become vegan, and when I become 80 years old, I can maybe still looks 30, 40, something like that. That's the goal. I have 2 questions that I would like to ask our chef today. Is that true that for vegan diet is more expensive than the normal diet? And the other one is, if I'm a vegan, can I also eat pizza?
So now we've come to our viewers' questions section where you, the viewer, have sent in lots of great questions, and I wish I could answer every single one, but I'm going to try to answer as many as possible. So today I'm going to answer 2. The first question is, can I eat pizza if I'm a vegan? And the second one is it true that vegan food is expensive? So let's start with the pizza question. Can vegans eat pizza? Oh, absolutely they can, but it has to have vegan cheese on it. So there's lots of different vegan cheeses on the market. Some of them, I don't know how they make money because the thing's terrible. And some of them are really nice. They're smooth, they're stretchy, they melt just like cheese, regular cheese, and they taste wonderful and they make really great pizzas. So you want to go for those ones if you're making it yourself. Try out the cheese. There's lots of different brands of cheese on the market these days. Or if you're ordering pizza from a place that does vegan pizzas, just have a look and try to see which ones you like. You may order it from one place and not like it, and you may order it from another place and you love it. So don't rule it out just because one place is not great at making it. So that's vegan pizza. So absolutely, yes, you can have vegan pizza. The second question is it true that vegan food is expensive? So the answer to that question is both yes and no. So starting with the yes, vegan food can be expensive if you buy certain types of vegan food. If you buy a lot of processed packaged stuff, that can be quite pricey. And certain things are more expensive than non-vegan food. So for example, cheeses can be a bit more expensive. The milk is more expensive. The reason for that, I'm not quite sure. But remember, it doesn't come from the same sources, so that will have an impact on the price for it as well. So we're thinking now of the no, vegan food isn't expensive. Vegetables, beans, peas, legumes, and all of those things are not expensive at all. In certain places in the world, you can buy a bowl of vegetables for a very cheap price. So in general, if you're having a whole food plant-based diet and you're going for more fresh fruit and vegetables, and if you grow some of the food yourself, it doesn't have to be expensive at all. So what I would do is keep a food diary and look at the dishes that you make that are budget friendly and the most tastiest and also the most healthy dishes as well. So I think all in all, is vegan food expensive? I would say it doesn't have to be. Thank you for watching today's program. Eat good. See you next time. Bye.